Dark Church. Dark Church BD in this bitch. Sitting over here posted up at the spot, nigga, at the temple. Yeah, we running this shit from outside this home. Shit. Just wanna chill out by myself and smoke. If I'm gonna go through your cigarettes like hell, boy, I'm like, damn, nigga. We gotta have this shit to stretch out. Just got that pack yesterday, the motherfucker back to back. Let me get another cigarette. I'm like, nigga, we got to conserve this shit. Then sometimes a nigga just want to chief by itself, man. Like, niggas got to get their own shit. You can walk around this bitch and get cigarettes just like me. I ain't finna be the cigarette getter guy. Cigarette getter guy. Over here in the corner, finna smoke this bitch by myself. That's the thing, boy. Niggas will let you work. They'll relax on your ass and have you doing all the shit when you get too comfortable with that shit. So you gotta cut that shit off sometimes. We good. If you see this video, we good. It's just shit. Motherfucker gotta start getting his own shit so you won't ask for shit, man. I'll help out. Once I see you slacking up and I'm doing the most of the work, cut that shit off on you, man, and go lazy on you. Or go get by myself and smoke my own shit. Niggas know about that shit, motherfucker. Sit there and smoke all your shit up until it's gone and then they out. Slow down on these cigarettes too and get back on my herbs like regular, not weed, but I got a website that got a gang of herbs I could order for the smoking shit. So I'm gonna be chilling with these cigarettes. I might do my organic, might buy them native spirits or American spirits because they got organic tobacco in it. So I think I'm gonna go organic and leave these cheap ass cigarettes alone, man. You know, unless at night I'm splurging. I was lucky to get this Newport. A whole Newport just laying in the thing. So yeah, I got on the corner this time, nigga, by myself, because I got tired of dishing out cigarettes. I done went through a whole pack. Just got that pack yesterday, and we went through the whole thing before the day was over. I don't smoke like that. Some niggas smoke different. They'll chain smoke on your ass. Trying to get that feeling in, like, nah, nigga, I was breaking them hoes apart on his ass, like, shit, we saving these hoes, we stretching it out. Gonna do it every 5 minutes when you feel like just because I got them hoes, you gotta smoke them all up. It's the problem. What would you do if I didn't have them? You know what I'm saying? Get back to that shit. That with niggas, that's how you save and conserve shit. Just shining shit on my nose, man, damn. That's how you conserve shit. Act like you was when you was broke. You know how before you had the money, nigga, you was eating bologna sandwiches, noodles, beanie weenies, and all of that shit. You do that shit when you got money, too, nigga, and then you'll say that shit. This ain't no Pacific video. I'm just vibing, man. This Dark Church hour. I'm saving up all my videos for when Friday hit. I'll just upload them. You know what I'm saying? I'm filling up my phone right now, so upload them and then empty my phone out. I'm gonna have a slew of videos. I ain't even started on my music yet. I've been doing freestyles for y'all. They sorry as hell, but I just been trying to warm up. Once I warm up and get the right shit I need, elements, environment, and you know, properties and stuff like that, the shit that I need, then the flows will be better because I'll be more comfortable, be more into the shit. I'm just warming up now, so my freestyles is hella weak right now. They ain't really turning no heads or getting no attention, but I know my rapping skills. I'm the best shit out here. Everybody say that, but you gotta believe in yourself. Damn, boy, Newports go fast. I didn't think this shit go slow because it was a Newport, but that shit, it's almost gone. Yeah, man, you can't let motherfuckers use you up, putting out all the energy They'll go to sleep and start slowing down and let you do the work. And then make it like, well, you just the guy to do that. Nah, I ain't the guy to do that. I'm being nice. So I see a nigga slow down on me, I stop. And they be looking like, well, what happened? Why you being like that? Like, nah, I ain't being like that. You being like that. We was both at the same speed, and then when I start bringing shit around, food and all of that, you slow down. So I said, I'm gonna start saying what's on my mind. Niggas just ain't gonna be comfortable to be around me, because every little thing that I see that's wrong, I'm gonna start bringing it to the table. And then niggas gonna just stop wanting to be around because they can't use a nigga no more. Yeah, we good, but I'm just saying, if you let little shit slip, you'll start being the hoe of the group, and then niggas will treat you like the way you let them treat them. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't finna go out like that, man. These streets that made a nigga cold as fuck, man. I'm starting to follow your directions as far as be unemotionally attached, and then I'm gonna just be a cold-hearted ass nigga that just don't give a fuck. And we don't need that, because we gotta have somebody to keep it a little warm out here. That's how I got my job. As far as just not a job at a facility or factory, because these motherfuckers won't hire a nigga because of what I am. They see it in my eyes like, nah, this nigga bringing the magic, bringing that dark shit, the other side that we scared of. So we're gonna try to not hire them, because we got our own little club, and this is how we do it. We feeding on to the system, so they don't want me in their system, so they not hiring me. That's the background of it. That's what God been telling me, like, start your own shit. It don't take nothing to start a little business, even if you're doing it off papers first, and then go fix it, your paperwork, and get it going. That's how mainly niggas do it. If they know you coming with the money, they ain't gonna shut you down. They just gonna try to speed you up, get your paperwork right, and then that way you can pay into the system. So I'm gonna get my own job. I got this witch house therapy, which is taboo in a way, but at the same time, I like that underground lane. I've been trying to get in. Everybody don't need to be industry and picket fence type shit, jobs and all of that shit. So like I said, I put in about the internet plus the paper applications. I probably got about 15 applications out. So nigga been trying to find work. I just need to call more and check up on my applications. But it's a couple jobs, man. Like I said, like I was telling the Spanish sister up here at the taco stand, we was talking today, and she always shooting me off ideas, because Mexicans is good at giving you ideas for making money, because they always sitting there thinking of another way to something that they can sell to make money. They good about that. They ain't no lazy motherfuckers. When they got one thing, they'll think of 5 other things, you know what I'm saying, that'll make money, and then they'll put their family onto that. And then the little thing that they is making money on, they won't even be greedy and go splurging. They'll take that, get it to their family members, and have them on another job. So niggas will get lazy and, you know, do a hard work for a round, and then damn wanna celebrate so fast and relax and get high and forget about, damn nigga, we got weeks and shit coming. So always trying to find a way out of work, you know what I'm saying, and scheme and all of this shit, and it don't add, in the end, it don't never add up. You end up losing people that they don't want to be around you, being scammed all the time. Every 5 minutes you taking something from a nigga. So the Spanish folks don't really work like that. Everybody hold their own, and more than they own, so they can have enough to feed the kids and be comfortable. That's why the niggas be hating on them when they be out in their rides and looking good, clean and shit like that. So we got to get back on it. It used to be us. They talk about the Jamaicans, you know, them nigga got 5 jobs. He drive a cab, motherfucking work as a janitor, got a food stand, and then 3 other jobs. That's what we were supposed to do. But niggas, so we into the handout shit. You know, we want to get that check. whether it's unemployment, Social Security, or some kind of welfare, some whatever. This niggas just gonna give it up because we was into slavery shit, and there's other races that was slaves too. So we need to get off this shit, nigga. Do anything to get out of working hard. Some of these white folks do the same shit. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have families that had money and shit. So coming up, they didn't never work. So now they out there by themselves, and they got the same mentality, trying to get over. Trying to find some kind of way to get somebody to give you some money, and that shit ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Just a different kind of handout. Now you scheming and plotting and figuring out a way for somebody who got the money to just give it to you just to be you. If you can do that shit, if it work, it's still gonna be work because you gotta really work to be yourself. But man, just work hard. Find you something that you like, and then sell that shit. You know what I'm saying? Get into something that you really like. Like me, I was talking earlier about my slushies. I love slushies, nigga. That put me in a childhood mode, and Saturday morning cartoons. Me and my little brother used to freeze Kool-Aid the night before. You know, the Friday night, we'd get in there and buy some Kool-Aid, mix the shit up, the flavors what we want. We'll freeze them, you know what I'm saying? And then Saturday morning, boom, we got the cartoons coming on. We go in there and get the frozen Kool-Aid. We got slushies and the cartoons all half the day. So shit, we decided one time, because we was in Maumelle coming up or whatever on that side, when Maumelle was the hood. Valencia Drive was the hood. Like them apartments now, you wouldn't be able to tell. Back then the day, they looked like the projects. It was a gray, off-gray, cloudish gray color. And it was like real gothic looking, man. And we loved it. You know, for the niggas that grew up in that area, they remember them gray apartments, nigga. That shit was like the projects. You know, we had all different races there, nigga. Asian, my homie Ray stayed next door for a little while before the folks moved next door. My folk niggas, the Kings or whatever, Lil Nine them, they moved next door. But before they moved, I had my Asian homie Ray. We used to chill out. That nigga was the first nigga that was the first time I heard Bone, nigga. This nigga put me on the Bone. I never heard them niggas. And that nigga said, man, I want to let you hear something. And then that's when that nigga put on that Mr. Weezy shit. And we used to always play that shit. Bone was a big thing back in the day. That was before, 3-6 was before my time. Like, the niggas was on that shit. I used to be scared of the shit. But then, you know, it was 3-6, Lynch, but the young niggas was on the Bone. Older niggas was kind of like, these niggas, you know, this, because they was folks. So, you know, anything that was on the people's side or whatever, they was like, you know, trying to stick to the 6 and all that shit. But hell yeah, man, that Bone shit used to go hard. That's what we was on. And then it's like I went backwards once I got older. I started getting into 3-6. And now I'm the old nigga that's always bumping 3-6 and everybody else on this new shit. Like young, you know, Kodak Black and all the younger ones or whatever. But 3-6 put it down as far as the original styles of the shit, the original feeling, the original era. And now they got a whole industry off this nigga style of music called funk and bop and all of that shit. And they DJs that made money off of DJ Paul copying his style, and they done made money. So the nigga liked the shit. I heard her do an interview talking about all the different DJs from around the world that hit him up and asked him for tips on how to mix shit down and stuff like that. So he said he liked that shit because it keep his movement going, even though if he ain't the one that's doing it. Cause there's other DJs that sound just as hard. Not Paul is the original shit, so you ain't gonna fucking outdo the master. You know, Paul to come out with some shit, cause I wish they would have just kept it dark. You know, when they got into the era of the So Fly, I'm So Fly, la, la, you know, I kind of stopped just chilling with that. I was like in the darker shit, and they even said it though. Niggas was like, man, y'all shit too dark. So he was probably got nervous and thinking that it's gonna affect the money. So They probably switched up, but they still do their dark shit. You know, you got C to 6. You got the younger niggas, you know, Lord Infamous son. That nigga goes so hard. All them Memphis niggas, I always had love for two sides. I always will. The Memphis underground shit and the Chicago underground. I just hated the Chicago era changed as far as they flow style. Now they still got their rapid fire shit, and they put it down, they put the history down, because now you got the drill movement that's still going strong in the UK just because of Chicago. You know, so you can't knock them because of that. But I just wish they would rebirth their shit, you know. But you got the original niggas that's been doing it, that got the love and respect. Could go anywhere in the world and niggas gonna respect them, you know. You got Psychodrama, Do or Die, of course Twister. The snipers need to come out more. If they still all alive, they need to keep going, because the snipers could have been like, Windy City Snipers was the original name. Shit, niggas is into that shit. They collect the old shit, know what I'm talking about. Snipers go hard. The snipers was like, that's my go-to, the underground, as far as if I'm tired, you know, because I'll play Psychodrama out so much that where, you know, it'll like, because that's that's my whole concept. Psychodrama, Padded Room, and all that shit. I love them niggas, man. Big Buck, my favorite Chi-Town rapper. I ain't kissing his ass or nothing, but I'm just saying, Buck teaching college courses on rap, and like any nigga to do that shit, where you got your shit in colleges doing courses on wordplay and all of that. Like Buck was the masters of that shit, man. Buck, even Side go hard. I was checking out one of them songs. What's that song? Motherfucking Side One. What if I slap the hell out you? That nigga I didn't pay attention to Side until I kept hearing that one song. What was the song? Evil and Innocence. Or yeah, Evil and Innocence. That's my go-to. So whenever I get into, and when it's time to get into my Psychodrama, I always start out with Evil and Innocence, nigga. I'm a money chaser, better yet the 41st thief. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that grimy groove shit, man. Like, nigga can call it, they can name the genre, whatever, and niggas have fun with that shit, man. Them niggas mastered that shit. They didn't sell out. They didn't, it wasn't about the money and shit. It was about their kingdom they built up, man. These niggas was, man, and Nuisance go hard. That's the queen of the shit, man, of all the Midwest shit to me. You know, it's always somebody, the females always have one from each city that stand out and be the queen of they shit. Like in the South, you know, you had who was the queen of that shit in the South, the Master P days. What was her name? I'm trying to get it, because P ended up checking one of them interview niggas about her, because they was like on the cover she had a fat ass or something, and P was like, hey man, that's my sister, you know, I get what you're saying, but you know, we ain't gonna disrespect her. What was her name? I got it at the edge of my lip. Cause she fine now. I mean, she been fine, but she was kind of heavy set, you know, if you like that shit. But now, boy, that mug is fine. What's her name? Around the damn No Limit era, the female that was on it, man. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The one that did Rear End, that cover and shit, where she was at the pink shit on and bending over the car and shit, man. Her. And you know, Boo, Gangsta Boo, she was the queen of the South and shit, or the Memphis South shit. I don't know if Texas really had a female queen like that. Like, Texas shit is so spread out wide, they kind of got little eras of their own. Like, Texas is so big. And I always respected Texas. Like, what got me into the Texas shit was probably bumping DSR back in the day, Dirty South Riders. I actually did some security for some of them that was in Dirty South Riders. They came to Hot Springs. What's the one? Big Tuck came. I did security with him or for him. I didn't get to meet him and all that because he was, handling his business. So I wasn't gonna run up and try to get autographs and all that shit. I was just trying to do my job, so I wouldn't fuck up and be like, you the nigga that fucked up that night when DSR came. I just kept it cool. I didn't want to go, be no groupie ass nigga, and then I just did my job. You had Fat Bastard came, Blue Blunts was the homie that hired me and shit. My nigga Rashi or whatever, he was promoting back in the day. So he did get some big acts in Hot Springs. DSR was big to us because it was underground, but the niggas had did it so big. That's the thing about Texas. It's like you can be a underground nigga, but they just got this feeling, man, that you big where you at feeling. They really brought the game. Texas niggas brought the game on the concept of it don't matter if you just a local nigga, you can do it big. They did big cars, big houses, big, Texas is the big state, we're gonna do a big ass steak, big burgers, big, even their French fries is bigger than ours, like shit like that. They do it big. So it's like they gave us the concept. Little old Arkansas, they trained us as far as like, y'all niggas can do it big too. You ain't gotta go to Hollywood or sign no big ass contracts. You can blow up in your own town if you do it right. So that's the jealousy that we had, because it seemed like Texas, Memphis, even Louisiana. Now if Louisiana can do the shit with them kind of niggas, man, like them the kinds. It was an era, man. Everybody said they was scared to come to Arkansas and Little Rock, but shit, nigga, the NO, motherfucking Louisiana was scary, nigga. When I went up there, I had to go up there for about 6 months, do this program or what, the programs they put you in, where you keep from, where you got in a little trouble and the court be like, well, we're gonna send you to this program, and if you pass it, we'll clear everything out. So I had to do something like that in Louisiana by myself. I got some family down there as far as, I think on Pawpaw's side, I think they got a little family that moved to Louisiana, but we don't know them niggas like that. So, you know what I'm saying? It was scary when I went, like, I had to kind of stay in the program. Like, I'm talking about scary as far as trying to be out on the streets like I was in Little Rock, like walking the streets. Like, you couldn't do that shit back in the era, not in Louisiana. If you didn't know nobody, like, you'll get your ass killed up there, nigga. They don't ask no questions. If they see they ain't big on strangers in Louisiana back in that era. I don't know about now. A lot of shit changed because of the hurricanes and people moving in and out. So it's a lot of people that's there now that from other places and shit. So a lot of people from the East Coast that might move to Louisiana or West Coast or something like that. But I'm talking about back a few years, about 5 years, 10 years back. They don't do no strangers and shit unless you get to know them or making money with them or something like that. But I know a lot of niggas that got killed from big coasts. They go down there and think these niggas is country bumpkins, and Louisiana ain't no stranger shit coming there just setting up shop and all that shit. Niggas will kill your ass, won't ask no questions. Ain't no jumping niggas or nothing. Like, niggas will blow your head off and pull you back in the backwoods somewhere, and you'll be in the swamp. That swamp shit is real. When they had swamp niggas and all of that shit, what's the group they had? What's that group? Boot Camp Clique and all that shit. Mystical wasn't no joke either. All them niggas wasn't no joke. That's why a lot of them ended up in the shit they in now, because all of the wars and shit they went through fucked up their mind. And it's like trying to be out and be famous, but at the same time you a street nigga that survived through that crazy, like, I don't know if I ain't downplaying myself, but Little Rock wasn't no monster like damn Louisiana shit, man. Not back in that era. Like, they was some scary ass, they still some scary ass niggas, man. Like, I couldn't see myself. Now, if I had to survive there, I think they would see that I got something in me that they could profit from, as far as like being a good homie. Like, they some good niggas. because the ones that's here in Little Rock, we take care of all Louisiana niggas, man. We put them up. I remember when we was helping them out when I was in Hot Springs. One of my friends' mom got us together to help them niggas out, to get them clothes, food, and shit like that when Katrina hit. So we took care of our Louisiana family that's here in Arkansas, and we just don't fuck with them as far as trying to, you know how Little Rock niggas will do it, try to get you under them and all this shit and run this. Louisiana niggas don't play that shit. They ain't gonna be your slave. And I mean, they know about the street shit. They taught us some shit, survival shit, on the cooking shit, on the hustling and all of that. So the way I do it, my Louisiana homies up here, I don't fuck with them. Like, I just tell them where they can go to set up their shit, and they do their own shit. But the niggas got good hearts. They good family men. Louisiana nigga will take care of his family. They ain't none of that bomb ass. I mean, you know, they got the problems, like if they getting into it with their females and shit, and they scandalous or something like that. But you ain't gonna run too much game on no Louisiana nigga, because he's a all around motherfucker. They ain't no city niggas, but they have their shit set up like little towns and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? They big on the community shit, the music era. They music was, man, I remember when my nigga first put me on the BG and them Cash Money. I'm talking about the old shit when BG was carrying the whole thing with all the shit he was coming out with. So God bless. I'm glad he was able to get out and continue. I just listened to BG new shit, man. That nigga is a genius, boy. I mean, all he need is somebody to just break that nigga off some money, and that nigga gonna always come with something, boy. So I think he gonna be on top. I think that nigga gonna be on top, because he did his time. He probably still got shit that he ain't even came out with yet. So I think he gonna fuck around, and damn, if 50 picked that nigga up or something, or somebody put him on, I think BG gonna win. You know, I think that he out and out, clear-headed, been through all that jail shit and losing homies and shit like that. So I think BG gonna be on TOP, nigga. Like, this nigga gonna actually be a CEO of one of them big companies and shit, and get everything he been working for. And I hope that nigga get that shit, because he went through hell. So yeah, BG, man, I remember his old shit. What was that song he did? Some ducking the something about black clothes. I forgot that song, man, but that was our favorite song, boy. Ducking the white folks, something like that. I forgot how he said it. But yeah, shit, even Juvenile don't get his, there's something in his shit that ain't clicking like it was when it was the 400 degrees shit situation. It might have been the beats trying to get back with Manny, and then he lost that vibe. But the nigga gonna always have skills. I think he just need a better, comfortable situation, or maybe some heated up shit, man. Maybe he just need that heat back, because that nigga was a genius with that 400 degrees. I mean, them songs, niggas listen to that every day. That shit, that album probably saved a lot of niggas' lives, because niggas was bleeding with that shit, man. That until then, I'ma be ducking around the project building. Well, you know, that nigga just had his own, when them niggas do that hum and shit, that them niggas just had you humming with this shit, man. I love music. Love when niggas have their own era, their own little shit. It ain't no industry propped up shit, man. So yeah, them was the days, boy, when we had all that good music, man. But I always loved the Memphis, something about Memphis shit that I never leave, man, or forsake. Like that, them underground tapes, all them underground artists that probably died off or got into other shit. Your music gonna live forever, man. Niggas gonna forever bump them tapes. Soldier from the North, y'all remember that nigga collected all that underground Memphis shit. He probably was a Memphis rapper himself. So shit, man, that Memphis shit goes so, it's gonna be there forever, man. These niggas have perfected the shit. Like, how do you take the new digital shit and then got programs to make it sound like the old tapes with the hissing in it and all of that. Like, man, them niggas just took the shit. Fly was talking about that shit, man. Player Fly was talking about, I remember when he was Lil Fly, talking about how dang, you know, his dad gave him, bought him a book, business. He was like, man, if we out here cutting, what he say? You know, if we gonna get out here and learn this shit. He's like, if I'm out here cutting yards, I'm gonna be the best one cutting yards. I'm gonna get a book on cutting yards. I'm gonna learn how to break down a lawnmower. You know, he was like talking about some shit like that, how his dad put him on. My dad kind of did that to me too, man. I mean, my dad was already into music, had access to equipment and shit like that. So, you know, he put me on, taught me how to record. I used to do music at the church. My dad is a minister. So me and my homeboy KG, we did our first little tapes and shit in the church. While my dad might be setting up for Bible study and then leave all the equipment there on for us and leave us there for a few hours. All we needed was like 3 or 4 hours and shit. We go in there and make some beats. You know, when we was rapping then without cussing, so you know what I'm saying? Now that's when I thought I was a little Christian and shit, it wasn't Christian rap, but we just didn't have the cussing in there and shit. I might do that too, try that these days, but I'ma just be myself, man, let the Lord take care of all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's other sides that we never get to, trying to do it without the cussing or trying to do something to prove something like, yeah, I don't cuss in my raps. You know, and I get that, but if shit ain't being taken care of or addressed, and you just trying to be holy just to do it, just to, you know, you let niggas know too, like you're not doing it from your heart, you just doing it for the simple fact that you can tell niggas that I don't cuss in my rap. So if that's your thing or whatever, if that's your catch to try to get in, I mean, I get it, but you know what I'm saying? I'd rather have a nigga real, like the realest nigga to me on the ministry shit, man, was probably Lynch. I always say Lynch. Brother Lynch was my therapist, you know what I'm saying? I had to get his old shit loaded. Is like that nigga will always be paid. He can't let that loaded shit go, man. I know that was the album where he probably fell out on niggas or whatever, but man, that shit always gonna be his. Loaded, man, saved me through high school. I listened to Loaded the whole time I was in high school. Every grade, it was Loaded. I sit there and learned that shit. That's when I fell in love with Zag. Cause I'm like, who the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? When she first did that rap, he did the little interview with her. He set it up like an interview when she came in and flowed. When I first heard Zag, I fell in love. I said, oh man, that's my musical wife. I mean, not wife. I ain't trying to show no offense or nothing. You know, she probably got a dude, but I'm just saying I always wanted to work with Zag when I first heard her on that Loaded. So I'm like, damn, how do I get the money to work with this motherfucker? I hit her up not too long ago on her email, but I probably came off like some crazy nigga that found her email or something. But I'm just a nigga that really want to do some songs with Zag. Like, damn. I even wrote a song while I was in jail and was gonna feature her on the shit, but it's like I know she need her money, so you know, I'm just going off the dream of working with her. But motherfucker, you can talk all that dream shit you want to, come with some money. So I want to try to save up and get this money in so I can work with her before I get too old. So it'd be nice if I can do an album or produce one of her albums or something, because I'm good on the beats once I get the right shit I need. I'm pretty straight on my beats. I did the beats for my group, UKN. I did all the beats, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't the best as far as the industry grade shit, because niggas will try to coach you on that. Well, you do your beats like this. Nah, you can do the beats. Memphis taught me. I can do the beats out, nigga. I can take a can and beat on that bitch and sample that hoe and come out with some shit that'll blow your mind. So DJ Paul was a master of that shit. Other DJs there, Frazier, shit, not Crunchy, but Juicy J, all them niggas, man, the Memphis shit, even other niggas, the niggas from T-Rock, that's my other nigga too, man, the Rock, T-Rock, man, on some other shit, man, that nigga will flip them styles on you. You know he a twisting ass nigga, but he'll go into some Pac shit too. So T-Rock is versatile, man. And then my homie told me he got into the gospel lane for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Because he did come out with that what was that the one he did about the girl's book, Revelations of Hell. Yeah, nigga, he took that beat from Vice Versa and did Revelations of Hell, nigga, hell, you know, just like the Vice Versa. He was, I remember that one. Check that song out, man, Revelations of Hell by T-Rock. You know what I'm saying? He did it off of the Lady Mary Baxter's book, and she had the Revelations of Hell given to her by God or whatever. She did a book. It was like the book of Revelations, but it was explaining how the dream she was having to her going to hell and different shit that was happening to the false ministers and stuff like that, how they went to hell and shit, man, for being false, leading the people the wrong way. You had to pay for that shit. So, but yeah, the Memphis shit, man, T-Rock, his boy, the producer that T-Rock worked with, Mr. Ski, I think his name, that nigga cold on the beat. That beat, Missile Rip. I'm like, this nigga did that beat? Missile Rip, the whole Vendetta was tight. He got the new Vendetta out that I just checked out. It might be old to some niggas, but I don't know when it came out. But to me, it was new. I just heard it about 2-3 days ago. I went to the library and looked it up on the computer and shit. And I'm like, okay, that's the new Vendetta 2. So yeah, that whole Vendetta go. That nigga got them beats down, boy. That nigga got that feeling, nigga. I'ma let the missile rip. You know, with hollow tips, and you know what I'm saying? That shit went hard. Got a nigga pumped up, working out to that shit. So, yeah, you had Mr. Ski, Frazier. I liked it. His mixtape, that's my go-to when I get into my Memphis groove. That Killers, that 666 Mafia, not 3-6, but when they had 666, he did a mixtape. It got the Jason dude in the background with the haunted house shit. It's on YouTube now. I think it's Killers Creeping Through the Night mixtape. That shit go hard because it got some 3-6 shit on there that, whoo, boy, Lord Infamous and Coopster, man. I'm like, man, why they all take out the best niggas, but God will take out the best ones if y'all ain't taking care of their ass. You know what I'm saying? While they was here, the niggas was struggling, but they stayed. I mean, they was good in the hood. They wasn't struggling that way, but I'm just saying niggas should have had their pockets right. But Paul took care of them. I mean, even Coopster said it like, man, it wasn't because of these niggas wasn't paying us or nothing like that, because the nigga kept going to jail. So when I say they wasn't taken care of, I mean like by the fans and other shit that outside of Paul's money or the payments that they was getting, the world wasn't taking. That's what I mean. The world wasn't taken care of. These niggas was catching cases and all kinds of shit was going on for them to die like that, man. They didn't have to go out like that because the world don't take care of our heroes and shit. And these are our heroes. You know, you into the shit you into, politics. Your hero might be a politician or a sports player, but our heroes was always the rappers and the hood superstars, the legends, and all of them. So, but like I said, that shit ain't gonna never die. It'll be the younger generations that remaking that shit, bringing out the style, or because that's those original tongue twister styles been out for years. They say the East Coast was on the shit a long ass time, but we didn't, you know, before the internet really got the booming, we didn't really know. But yeah, the East Coast, Daz Effects, they always say Daz Effects, but it was other niggas booming that shit too. Nas used to do it a little bit. Jay-Z back in the day was doing the tongue twisting. They say him and Busy met up for a freestyle battle, and then that's the first time he got introduced to the chopper style flow. And Busy, so man, I remember I used to bump his single CD when he came out. Not single, but solo album, The Blessing. And that nigga just had his own lane, man. He was the shit, him and Crazy, all of them really, because shit, on the first shit, all of them getting off. They say little shit about Wish, but Wish probably saving his best shit for when he get up out of here, just to show niggas like, nah, I still go hard. You know, but shit, Crazy had his style back then where he was a real Gemini. That nigga go into something like he got 2 or 3 personalities and shit on the shit. He'll kind of flow with the, you know what I'm saying, like 2 niggas flowing, but it's just him. You know what I'm saying? That nigga had that style. Busy just had the, whew, it ain't no other nigga in the world like Busy. They tried to, I remember, you know how with the niggas that tried to copy his shit, it was a couple groups, I ain't gonna go into their names, I don't wanna, like, I'm disrespecting them or nothing, but it was a couple of groups that came out and tried to copy that shit with the voice like Busy, but it ain't no nigga in the world like B, man, so. Yeah, I'm always on that old shit, man. Even the new stuff now. I'm into, I love Finesse 2 times, you know, just cause not just cause he Memphis, but when I found out he was Memphis, I'm like, okay. That's where that flow or that style or that feeling come from, like a mob ass nigga that, and then he big in Texas too, so I like Finesse, I like Big Extra Plug, Big Extra Plug, like his flow. I need to get more into my East Coast niggas, man, because I love the East Coast style as far as the way they flip the original East Coast styles, because y'all got styles, not style, but like the old Busta Rhymes shit. Now Bus cool. I like the rapid flow he do now, but it's like Bus don't realize how deep his original shit was. You know, Diddy the one tried to change him up, talking about he rapping too loud and he need to do something for the ladies. And he did. He proved like the nigga is so universal. He's like, okay, I'll do that. But nigga, don't neglect that damn When Disaster Strikes album. Oh my God. Nigga, I sat there and bumped that shit so man. I remember I got high as hell and got scared of shit, man. I was so high. And this nigga talking about on that Disaster Strikes, when disaster strikes, and nigga, I was just, it's like that was the time that I was first went to the hospital. I ain't saying he did it, but I'm just saying that shit was deep, man. Like this nigga really had niggas prepared for when disaster strikes, like the way he laid down the tracks, like it was coming to the 99, like the end of the world, when they thought the end of the world was 99 and shit. So I remember that album, man. When Disaster Strikes. I wish he'd go back. He did though. A couple of new songs he do his old style. So I think, man, niggas don't always know everything. You know, they just looking at their angle where they can get their little cheese in. But Bus is tight all the way around. His original flow, and then he showed niggas, well, shit, I can tongue twist too. And then he started getting up there like Twister and shit, and showed that, yeah, that nigga can twist it. Like that nigga, when I'm gonna get it, you know, all that, you know, niggas a joke. But that nigga got skills. I'm talking about a master of that shit, man. That nigga knew his shit. There's some niggas here in Little Rock. When I was in jail, I mean, these niggas got skills. A lot of them moved up here from Chicago. We got a lot of Memphis niggas here too. They kind of stay in they, you know, world or whatever, as far as you don't see them out like that, like trying to get attention here. They just be in and out. They might go back home and shit. So any Memphis nigga I come across, I try to make sure they good too. So, but they help you get your money up too now. Memphis nigga ain't no broke nigga. That nigga, they gonna get their money. They gonna sit around and bullshit with you no long time, and ain't no money being made. They gonna make money off of Sichko. off of everything. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, them M-Town niggas, and they'll fucking blow your head off too, man, on some a nigga lying to him and dishonor and try to steal from him and shit. Motherfucking Memphis nigga, shit, nigga. I had some niggas I had to help out that was Memphis niggas, man, and them niggas like, we'll be back. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that shit. Them niggas do not, you don't cross no Memphis nigga who into they making their money and shit, and then they done lost money because of your ass. They don't ride like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's a little bit of anybody though, anywhere. It's like shit, you just gotta respect niggas hustle, respect what they do, and just get out the way if you need to get out the way. A nigga that can get out the way without being offended or anything like that will last a long time. It ain't no personal thing. It's like, my business is not your business. Get out the way right quick till I make this play. Then we might can kick it and shit like that, or I'll let you do what you do. So it done been times I had to get out the way and shit, you know, not because I was no hoe, it's because I realized that ain't my lane. I'm always talking about a lane, because you driving through this hole, you maneuvering, and when you in the wrong lane, it's really your fault. You know what I'm saying? You can't do everything everywhere, but the right shit'll go in with the right places. So I try to fit in right. So when it comes to the shit that I do, ain't no nigga gonna be in my lane, because I had to kind of carve out my lane, because I'm different than the norm. I'm into this. I got my business now I'm working on called Witch House Therapy. So that's my lane. I supply everything you need as far as whatever it takes that can help heal our unstimulated energy. That's the definition of Witch House. Whatever it takes can help heal our unstimulated energy. So I work in that field. It's obscure because I'm working on my products now. I'm gonna do like an online shop first and a mobile shop that moves around. So I'll be able to get the products to you, and then my light shit, I'm gonna come out with a little shop. When I say light, I mean shit like slushies, cheese dips and shit like that. I'm gonna do my little spreads too, man. Sell them hoes in the Roman noodle packages. Just sell the whole package. That'll have the cooked noodles in there and the toppings. Probably get them hoes off about $5, $6 or something like that. Make a little quick cash. Niggas always wanted, my Mexican homie put me on to that. He was like, whatever you do, homie, he said, put some food in it. He's like, food gonna always sell. People gonna always be hungry. It's like, music is good, but when there ain't no food in it, it's kind of an empty thing. So if I put food around it, he said, I'm gonna win every time. So niggas will sit there and listen to the music when they got something to eat, snack on too. So I'm gonna get into the snacks and food and shit like that. My cousin did that. He was doing movies and shit, but you know, he got an online store where he do popcorn and different kinds of food. So that was a good idea for him to do that. So I'm gonna get into that world. I'm gonna start off with my slushies first though. I can sit there and talk about slushies all night because that's my favorite thing. As soon as I get paid, a motherfucker gonna be drinking slushies all night. Probably go broke because of that shit, because I'll go through some slushies if I let it get out of hand, and then my sugar be all up. So like I said, I'm hypoglycemic, so my sugar drops. So I'm always on some sweets as far as the drinks goes. Now I don't do a lot of candy, cakes and shit like that. I do it every now and then, but some niggas be caked out, want cakes and Snickers and all of this shit. I like my M&Ms though. I do my chocolate covered peanuts, M&Ms. That's when I'm kicking it with a female. Break out that wine and do some M&Ms, chocolate on it. They love chocolate as a natural aphrodisiac, so I keep the chocolates with me when I'm kicking it with my female friends. Might do some treatments on them because I'm gauging all my shit around the massage. I'm a massage therapist. I got my license in 2005 back in Hot Springs. So I got the license. I just got to kind of renew it. Get my certificates back because I lost them hoes moving around a lot here in Little Rock. So I'm putting all my shit around the therapy. So I made a business called Witch House Therapy that offers different therapeutics. Like I was studying the reflexology last night. I already took a class on reflexology, 6-hour course that was with the class of massage that I took. So massage world gotta be in a certain lane for it to work. Niggas that try to do this shit that ain't into it like that, they just motherfucking end up being arrested for sex trafficking and shit because they not, Spa City put it down. So I gotta set up the shit like more spa, more healing type shit. And then when niggas bring in the smoke, it works with the shit, you know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna relax when you chief anyway, so massage and shit go good with that. But you gotta have the right elements for that shit to work. Because niggas ain't into that world, the healing shit and all of that, so you gotta have the right elements. So that's what I'm working on. The chick I hooked up with, she do dance and shit. I do dance. I got I got 24 different services that I offer, and one of them is dance therapy. You know, I either do the erotic dance where a female want me to do my dance or whatever, just to have a party with her friends, entertainment wise, or I do the teaching where I show them how to do certain dance moves that helps heal them as far as the physicality workout and the spirit of dance, the breath work and all of that, and they use it as an exercise to heal their body. So I do those two kind of dance therapies. Let me show y'all a little list of what I'm kind of giving you example of all the shit I offer. Let's see. Give you a little example. If I can get some light over here. Let's see right here. Book, my little booklet. I done put this up on Facebook. Herbal therapy, CBT is cognitive behavioral therapy, which I learned that in mental health. Let's see what it talks about. Goal-orientated talk therapy. That's if you have a goal to talk about. Mainly you're taking your problems and putting it in a hot topic and then working it out on paper. But you can do it off of paper if you know the steps. So it helps to manage mental health conditions such as depression, anxiety, and emotional concerns such as coping with grief or stress. So a lot of people have to deal with death in their families and different stuff like that, lost people, and they're still coping with grief. So I help out with that through cognitive behavioral therapy. You have this, the class I'm finna take to get the certificate where my practice can be labeled under relaxation therapy. And that's therapeutic exercise designed to assist individuals with decreasing tension and anxiety, physically and emotional, mental, spiritually. So that's the directions. This right here is the where you put the 4 colors at. It's really the medicine wheel. That's the original wheel that the Native Americans was using. Different other people used it too. That's the wheel and the cross. That's the original cross. As far as the balanced cross, the cross that they hung Christ on was the unbalanced cross, where you got the top part high up here, and it actually was used as a instrument of torture to send the person through mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual torment, where you be tormented on the, not this cross, but the regular cross, you know, with the T, kind of like the that's more crux. Like it's balanced. It's the cross that you need. That's the balanced cross. You see, they use it as a medicine wheel, and it's got the directions that you go in for different stuff. So in one slot you have mind, body, emotion, spiritual, and then you learn the directions, and they go in that direction for one thing. Negative energy, counterclockwise, and then positive energy clockwise. So once you put your 4 colors, see it go for so far, it go deep, because those 4 slots, you can put your elements in there too: air, water, earth, fire, east, west, north, south, you know what I'm saying? And in the 4 colors, you got red, black, white, and yellow, you know what I'm saying? You put that with the elements, your 4 directions and all of that shit. So it works, it does different things. This wheel and the cross, which is the medicine wheel in the Native American teachings or whatever. So I studied that for a long ass time when I was taking mental health. I'll be in there with other books and shit when they doing their mental health classes. I might take a break from their shit and then go into the native shit. So, and you got meditation therapy, integrates mindfulness practices to, what's that say? To focus on, to support mental and emotional health, reduces stress, enhancing well-being. So this is all the just notes from the different types of therapy. That's body work. That's what I do. I was gonna put massage, but something about that word, you know what I'm saying? People think of massage, they think it's some kind of sleazy shit. So I just put body work, and that's covers a big area, and it just uses manipulation therapies used to relax you and relieve pain. The goal is to realign and reposition bodies, mind, emotion, physical, and spirit. So the Kalanima was something I developed when I was incarcerated. That's a martial arts. Castle, life, ninja, or 9 hall martial arts. Kalanima therapy. Founded by Stephen Voltori Lake. And I need to take the second off because it's just going to be Stephen Voltori Lake when I change my middle name. Right now, my middle name is different, but I'm going to change it to the Voltori. So that's what I've been working on. So I already changed it. It's just on paper I got to change it. So let's see, what does it say? I'm going to read it, not through the camera. What is that? Refers to Castle Life 9 hall martial arts therapy, combining elements of the castle aspects as far as defense. You know, castle was the biggest defense that you can have, and then you learn castle life, defensive life. Then 9 halls is what they use in ninjutsu, the training of the 9 halls, where they condensed the Shaolin training, which you had all the animals and all the different practices they did, which went past the 9. It was like 12, probably all the way up to 24 on the original Shaolin teachings, but they condensed it to 9 halls, and that's where you get ninjutsu from, 9 halls, by one of his spirit masters, Ha Ha Long. You get some of Ha Ha Long books, he teaches about the 9 halls too. So yeah, we got that. Then mesmerotics was another one that I invented. So I got some therapies that's original, that like my invention. So Kalanima, and then you got mesmerotics. I just put mesm for short for, like, let me see, mesm. Let me see. Okay, mesm. You cover the erotics part up. And then mesm is short for mesmerize. Study mesmerization. That's where you get the study of hypnotic therapy comes from mesmerization. And then you got erotics therapy. So I just put both of them together and invented mesmerotics. So I'm gonna get this one and Kalanima. And I got another one called Workout Awakening Therapy. I'm going to get those notarized, and I'll be the one that came up with it. So I'll be in the internet in books and shit saying that I invented it. So And here go mesmerotics. This is the definition of it. Founded and derived by Stephen Voltori Lake. Mesmerotics and a form of physio Reiki work and mesmerization, like hypnotics therapy, dreamed up by the practitioner to raise the vibrations of the client through means of manipulation and techniques. So yeah, mesmerotics is like energy work, but it's more erotic therapy. But it's like just using tools to raise that side of the energy for you, because you might have dryness and blockage in your system that affects you erotically. So I'm waking that energy up. And you got hydrotherapy, which is already a therapy. Peace pipe is one I made up, but it's a real therapy. But the peace pipe therapy, a tobacco is offered and smoked as a symbol of peace in some Native American culture. Soul food therapy and peace pipe smoking can invoke notions of comfort, tradition, and personal well-being. And you got soul food therapy. You know what that is. That's good old soul food healing. Soul snack therapy, I had to do that. So them was the ones I made up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then I got workout awakening. I did 2. Dance therapy, which I just told you about. Dance movement for holistic moment with each steps that relies on power of movement and breath, spirit, and the feeling and emotion versus spirit or soullessness. So, and then you got dark room therapy, which is good for people with bipolar. If you put somebody in a dark room setting, it combats anxiety. So that's why that's why the police, when they interrogating you, they have them lights on you, because it beefs up your anxiety and you'll be just telling yourself just to get out of that feeling. The lights on, you hot, sweating, you know you done did some shit. But so it's the opposite in dark room therapy. You turn off the lights and do your treatments, and it's dark room therapy. Music therapy, ninja therapy is the one I made up too. I was in the hospital at Baptist. Martial arts based, hand and eye coordination with a gamey twist like golf, hockey, and baseball mixed with point receiving. It's like a little game. Ninja therapy, these little games you can play, set up these little ninja golf, little shit like that. It'll help you with your hand-eye coordination. Plus it's got a lot of basics of martial arts in it, like when you're doing some of the throwing games and shit. And it's a little gamesy thing, so you can actually set up a little casino with ninja therapy, because you'll put the money on the numbers. So when you're doing the putt-putt golf thing, you'll win a little money. Throwing knives, which I use spoons, so something light to throw with the hand and eye coordination and shit like that. Okay, John, appreciate you. John don't eat that much, so he just gave me his rest of his food. We got that from the taco stand. That was a side of steak fries, but this time they put rice in it, so it's a real good meal. Y'all need to come out and check it out. It's the little taco stand over here on the north side. It's Los the Brothers Tacos. That's what it basically say in Spanish. But then you got candle therapy, which is a good one. Candle therapy encourages mindfulness, inviting us to be present and acknowledge emotions. So candle therapy is really good. You got aromatherapy. You know about aromatherapy. We're using the essential oils to open up your breathing, and it promotes health, well-being. Possible benefits include reducing anxiety and improving sleep quality. So when you get those herbs that have a nice smell that take you to a different realms and stuff like that, it's good. That's why when niggas smell weed, it puts you in the mind of relaxing, smoking. So that smell itself sends you through a different psyche or whatever. So that's what I'm saying. They got other herbs and other oils and stuff that you mix with the herbs that'll give you a different feeling. Each one give you a different kind of high, or put you in a different setting. Vibrational therapy is vibration, like, you know, when it agitates, you know, you got the vibrators and stuff like that. Uses mechanical escalations or vibration to contract and release and improve muscle strength and balance, increases blood flow, reduce muscle soreness. Storm therapy is one I kind of came up to with, but they got it out. Storm therapy can refer to therapeutic treatments for storm-related anxiety, such as exposure therapy. So it's like going out of the storm, exposing yourself to the feelings of being in a storm, and it's a therapeutic. That's my workout awakening right there. It's a workout that I got that helps you therapeutically too, and it helps you every level, spiritual, emotional, mentally, and through physical challenge. So it's a challenging workout, but it's good. I got the steps in it, the 10 steps with the different workouts. Tarot Reiki, good reading therapy is using tarot energy through tarot and good reads that leave a good emotional change. So that's a good one. I was going to do silent treatment therapy, but I'm still working on that one. And then you got gothic therapy. That's one I came up with too. So I actually got a lot of them I came up with. Special dream, I was going to say dream talk, but special dream caught in your moment of time with the God of the heavens in Christ consciousness. Christ consciousness is actually a practice they use to Christos. It's a meditation that you use to have Christ consciousness, where you are fully aware of yourself and your surroundings. So I made a therapy out of that. God of the heavens in Christ consciousness. So I got that. So that's actually 24. Let's see the 24. That was 23, 22. So that's my 24 ways. And then once I do my products with that, then we'll have it, you know, down. Damn, we done been over an hour, so I did have a lot of room on here. So this is gonna be the longest video I put out. But I was able to show a lot of stuff, talk about a lot of things, kind of calming down, because these days, the night finna be over. About to get my phone back on, probably day after tomorrow or maybe Friday. So I'm gonna be uploading all my videos and shit. But I think I'm gonna go and get off here and get to this food, man. We had a good night. Appreciate y'all for showing support and love, and, you know, as always, well in one. All right.